Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randy4short or Randy for short. And in today's video, we are going to be doing my January budget closeout. So what I typically do for my monthly budget closeouts is I add up all of the savings totals from my paychecks. So I'm going to go ahead and just hop into it. So from paycheck number 1, we were actually over budget and not able to save anything. So that is 137.42. And then from paycheck number 2, we were actually under budget by $98.81. But overall, for the month of January, we were over budget by negative $38.61. So typically, if we're under budget, I would have wrote, because right now we're putting the money towards our medical account. So medical, and then I would have put the amount that we were putting in our medical sinking fund. But since we were under budget, we were not able to put any money in our medical sinking fund. So I'm going to put 0, and then the ending balance, I'm just going to put whatever the current balance is right now in my sinking fund. So give me a second to log into Qube Money, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so for our medical, our ending balance for January is $2,344.50. And this is actually up by like 100 or 2 from December. So I know we didn't put in any money from our January budget, but I'm thinking for like Christmas time or something like that, we may have did some refunds or something like that, and we just threw it into our medical fund. So since I do keep everything, like all my sinking funds and cash envelopes and stuff in Qube Money, I don't have to track my expenses because it's all tracked electronically. And actually, just looking at it now, I see that I had some extra money from other sinking funds that I just threw into the medical account. Yeah, that's what it was. So I can kind of like show you guys, actually, since Qube Money did launch, I can kind of like show you what it actually looks like. So this is the Qube Money app. I know you guys can't really see that, but there goes the total. 2,344.50 is the total we have in there now. And just looking at it, I can see that these items were just like extra money from like my gas and my diapers sinking fund that I just threw in there because we had an abundance of cash in those sinking funds. So I just threw it in there in order to beef up our sinking fund. Good thing I did do that since we were not able to put anything in January. So, you know, even though the budget didn't work out, the extra money in our sinking funds and being good with handling our cash and not going over budget allowed us to meet our goal, even though our budget didn't, like, even though we were over budget for the month of January. So right here, I typically do like a transaction log, because then I'll write down any money, like for example, with me taking the money from the gas and the diapers and moving it over to the medical sinking fund, I would normally track that right here. But since I have Qube Money, I found that doing that really didn't give me really any additional insight that Qube Money didn't give me. So I'm actually doing away with this page for the month of February. And I actually switched up how I'm going to do my my budget closeout. So just for example, sinking fund allocations was right here, and then transaction log was right here. But now since I got rid of that page, I now put my sinking fund allocation right here, and each one of these is going to be a separate category, because right now we're primarily concentrating on medical. And even if we weren't concentrating on medical, we still don't have that much money in our budget in order to spread it out across multiple sinking funds anyway. So 5 categories is enough for me, I think, at least for right now. And then right here, I typically use the last page. So on the back of the transaction page that I just took out, I had a line notes page that I covered up the actual page that came in the budget planner. That is so confusing, I know. Just know that I typically have a line note page on every single planner that I have, so that my notes for one are all in one place. And this is typically, I'm taking notes and like noting things throughout the month that I didn't like and want to change for the next month going forward, or things that are going to come up that's going to impact the next month's budget, things like that. So I still need a notes page, but I really don't need that much notes, since now this is going to be my second month in this budget planner. And I'm kind of like, I pretty much found my feet. It's just minor tweaks here and there that I need to keep track of and make a note of. So I'm using this side for notes, and then I'm using this for sinking fund allocations, and then that's going to be it. But I do want to keep up with this utilities tracker page. So back to the January budget closeout. What I'm going to do is at the end of every month, I'm going to go ahead and write down what my utilities were for that month, so that it's not a big hassle by the time I need to reference this page for 2022's utility budget. So I already wrote in the natural gas, which was $94.48. So I need to see what water and trash was and what our electric bill was. So natural gas, you can see it was actually over budget, $94.48, like I said. And then what am I looking for? Edison or electric, and water and trash. Water and trash was $116.89. So water and trash is this green, $116.89, and then Edison was $7.80. So $7.80. So for next month, I know that my natural gas bill will be higher, but since in 2020, my natural gas bill was $132, and then we only paid $94. I'm thinking there's going to be a huge discrepancy in what we paid last year versus what we're going to pay for this year's February natural gas budget. So if you watched my February paycheck number 1 video before this one, then you would have saw that I put at I started with $20 for my natural gas budget, but I increased it to $87. And that's because I know that my natural gas bill is going to be higher. But I'm just hoping it's not going to be close to this $143, because since my natural gas bill did catch me off guard this month, I made it a point to not use as much gas and be mindful of us turning on the heater and not leaving it on when we leave the house or anything like that. So I'm hoping it's not going to be that high, and I'm hoping it's not, it's going to be somewhere around the $94 or less. So, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and move this page over so I can just tell you guys what my new closeout routine is going to be. So my new closeout routine, I'm still going to do the sinking funds allocations to see how much we were able to save throughout the month in order to put towards a certain sinking funds. So right now we're only putting stuff in medical, but in order to not have to refer to my phone during the video, what I'm going to do is put a starting balance, a plus or minus, and then an ending balance, so that I can know specifically how each category or how each sinking fund is affected for the month of February. And then this will be the total, so that I know that my math was correct. So this won't be the total amount that's in all of my sinking funds. No, it'll just be the amount that I'm allocating for February. And then this will say how much each category got, and then the beginning and ending balance of that specific category. And then once I add up all the variances, then that should give me the same total as the beginning balance, so that I know that my math was correct. And then again, this side would just be for my month-end notes. And then this side, I will be writing in the utility for that month so I can keep up with this page. Because I'm finding that if it's not part of my monthly budget routine, that I don't really keep up with my trackers. So I need to actually stay on top of it, so that going forward, any information that I need for budgeting will be easier. So, and it's not that hard, it's already set up. So yeah. So anyways, I hope this video made sense. Sorry for all of the rambling. But if you liked the video and found value in it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if it feels right. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.